Welcome to Old Folks Racing PC. It has been a while. Coverage of round 9 of the summer 2022 season. This is the vehicle, the Puma P052, a rear-wheel drive car, but low power. As you can see, 172 horsepower. Should be a good car to drive around Laguna Seca, which is where we are here in round 9. Only 9 takers for this race, and Mark Elder is on pole position, followed by Diogo Silva. Second row is Rob Oldham and Kev Allen, followed by Fred Bakker and Simon Allen, Jorge Luna and Matt Coward, and alone in the fifth row is Jurgen Smets. We have, as usual, a 20-minute race, and we shall go trackside to figure out who is going to win this race as they go for the start. Mark Elder has a good start. Oh, it's already contact there. Already contact. I believe that was Rob Oldham. Look at that. Let's get a replay of what on earth happened here. Rob Oldham immediately drifting to the left. Look at that. Hitting Kev Allen. Kev up into third place. Now under pressure from Simon Allen and a few others. And Rob Oldham is dropping down the order. Jurgen Smets from last is already up into 7th and he's trying to go into 6th. Look at that. Side by side for the lead there between Mark Elder and Diogo Silva. And it seems to me that Diogo Silva is the leader of the race. Diogo Silva is, and here's contact. Oh, carnage in turn 1. At the exit of turn 1, we are going to have a view of what on earth happened there. It seems to me that it is not Simon Allen, it is Jorge Luna. And Jorge has had a very good start indeed. Let's see how he got there. Now, Jorge, I think, was the main beneficiary from that Rob Oldham poor start. Look at this, Rob Oldham, Caval, and then everyone is just a little bit almost contact there. But Jorge Luna, nicely done, is up into third place at this point. Diogo Silva on the inside of Mark Elder into turn 1. And side-by-side racing for the lead, and then Jorge Luna is going to run wide in the exit. Oh, and then he just spins across the track and collects. I believe that's Simon Allen. Then collect. Oh, and look at that! It's ping-ponging between cars. Let's look at this from Simon Allen's perspective. He had absolutely nowhere to go. Some other drivers lost time as well in this incident. Look at that, nothing that Simon could do. He is bang, and Simon spins. Look at Simon Allen. Also, Rob Oldham got involved again in that incident. But Mark Elder is retaining the lead. Look at that. Side-by-side racing, and look at third place man Caval, and he's coming for this. This is absolutely brilliant. Side by side into contact between the two drivers, and Mark Elder goes into the lead of the race. Mark Elder goes into the lead of the race. Caval and up into second. What happened to Diogo Silva? Let's have a better look at that from the chase camera to have a closer look on what happened here. It seems to be that Diogo was ahead at some point. Yes, he was. Now he's on the outside. And let's see. Oh, and this is just a little bit of contact. They were just pointing to the same piece of real estate. Mark Elder got the best out of that, and he's in the lead now, followed by Kev Allen, followed by Diogo Silva, followed by Fred Bakker. Look at Jurgen Smets. What a lap he has done so far. Half a lap, and he's already up into 5th from 9th on the grid. Through the corkscrew for the first time. Ooh, look at that, Mark Elder. Cutting a little bit of the corners. Let's see what the race director says. Kev Allen, nicely done, into 2nd place. Diogo Silva 3rd. Fred Bakker 4th there, all nose to tail. 5th is Jurgen Smets. 6th is Jorge Luna, even after that spin. 7th is Simon Allen. 8th is Rob Oldham. They have the same livery and are battling for 7th place. And Matt Coward is already a little bit further back as Mark Elder completes the first lap of this race. 1.5 seconds is the gap at the front. Let's look at the battle for second, because it seems to me that Diogo Silva is putting some pressure on Kev Allen into the first few corners here at Laguna Seca, and Mark Elder is running away. 2.2 seconds. He's opened up another half a second, and Diogo Silva is now, there's a bit of a train here with Kev Allen, 66, followed by Diogo Silva, followed by Fred Bakker. And it seems to me that Jurgen Smets is closing as well on this battle. Let's look for other battles. That Simon Allen and Rob Oldham continue to battle for 7th place. Seems to me that Rob Oldham is going to be on the inside there. Maybe it's not going to work. Let's go back to the battle for 2nd place. Into the corkscrew for the 2nd time. Mark Elder has already disappeared. 1.8 seconds. And let's get the drone view with Kev Allen here descending towards the start-finish line. We'll keep an eye for other battles in the field. Seems to me that Rob Oldham is still behind Simon Allen, and they are approaching Jorge Luna. Look at this, Diogo Silva on the outside now at the beginning of lap 3, and he's going to go for it, but he's going to be on the outside for turn 1. Oh, and he's done it. I thought he was not going to break in time, but he did. And Diogo Silva up into 2nd place. But look at the gap at the front, 4.3 seconds as these two drivers battle. Of course, they tend to lose time, and now we've got a 4-way battle for 2nd place with Diogo Silva, Kev Allen, Fred Bakker, and Jurgen Smets is not far behind. On board with Kev Allen. Very quick corner, this one. You just have to get the right line. Oh, he's got a very good line, and he's coming for Diogo Silva. Diogo Silva already going defensive. As you can see, the 5th gear of this car is not extremely well set up. And Kev Allen thought about making a move there at the corkscrew, but then thought better. Let's go on board with Fred Bakker. He's having a very good view of this battle for 2nd place. Jurgen Smets. And actually, something happened to Jorge Luna. And we are going to find out. Ooh, he seems to have hit something as his bonnet. He was in 6th spot. And does he just continue turning? Yes, is the answer. And well, seems that Jorge has lost a bit of time. No, we haven't also seen this, but Rob Oldham has overtaken Simon Allen and is up into 6th place now. The battle for 7th is now the battle for 6th. Let's see. Let's go back to the battle for 2nd. Look at this. Kev Allen is now on the attack. Kev Allen is on the attack. Diogo Silva in that 55 is trying to protect the inside of turn 1, and he does so. Diogo Silva still in the 2nd spot. And he spins! He spins, hits the wall big time. Doesn't lose a huge amount of time, but does lose a few positions. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, disaster for Diogo Silva. He's down into 5th now. Kev Allen is up into 2nd. Fred Bakker up into the podium. Jurgen Smets in 4th. And Diogo Silva is down in 5th. Rob Oldham has checked out from Simon Allen. Luna is, he's lost 5 seconds. Well, more than 5 seconds. He's 5 seconds from 7th place. He was up into 3rd at the start. but not the race that he wanted in that number 69 Puma. Matt Coward is running in 9th place, lap 4. We are not yet at the midpoint of this race. We have Kev has had a problem there. Kev has had a problem at the corkscrew. He was almost losing it. Now he finds himself defending from Fred Bucker. Heavy defense from Kev there from Fred as they complete another lap. And Fred might launch an attack into turn 1. Let's see. On board with Fred Bucker. Let's see if he tries to dive into turn 1. I think he's too far behind. And Kev just takes the racing line. Nice battle between these two drivers. Jürgen Smets now up into 4th. What a recovery from starting 9th. He's definitely one of the drives of the race. Diogo Silva 5th. Rob Oldham is in 6th and he's 6 seconds away from Diogo Silva. So the top 5 have checked out from the rest of the field, and the man who has checked out big time is of course Mark Elder. He's got 8 seconds over this man, the number 60, the pyramid livery of Kev Allen, who continues to defend heavily from Fred Bucker. It seems to me that Jürgen Smets is a little bit closer to this pair. Now on lap 5. Kev Allen continues to be in 2nd place. Let's look for other battles. Diogo Silva, where is he? He is behind Jürgen Smets, but actually getting closer there. Another lap is going to be complete by these 4 drivers. Everyone behaving nicely on the last corner, and another lap begins. Kev Allen still ahead of this group. Let's keep an eye on other battles, but everyone else behind these 4 drivers seems to be quite far apart. Rob Oldham has checked out from Saminao, and as we've mentioned, gap is 5 seconds. And then there is a big gap to Luna, 25 seconds. And Matt Coward is running further back. He may be a lap down by the time the checkered flag falls. But Kev Allen holding on, and look at Diogo Silva. He is now putting pressure on Jürgen. Let's see if he can make a move while they are ascending to the corkscrew. Almost losing it there, Diogo Silva, but keeps going. Let's go back and see from Fred Bucker's point of view. Drone view for Jürgen Smets. That number 96 is look at Jürgen drifting there through the corner. But that wasn't particularly quick, and here comes Diogo Silva now, potentially on the last corner. He is going to make a move. I think he's too far behind, as another lap is complete. But now Diogo Silva is really closing in, and maybe he's going to dive into turn 1. Jürgen already going defensive there. Well, no move happened. It's not easy to outbrake another driver with this car. Cars are not very powerful, do not have a very advanced braking system either. But this 4-way battle is the main point of interest in this race. And Jorge Luna has had a very slow lap indeed. So we'll try to establish what on earth happened. Let's rewind. Ooh, he's been well. He has. Yes, he has had a few offs. So the first one was a copycat, identical to his previous one. He just made a mistake out of the corkscrew. The second one is going to be here, and of course this car, again, not the most advanced tires, so when you go off and the tires now are very warm indeed, and it just has another problem. And I suspect that's not the end of the story, because in the last corner he may have, now he's definitely needs to cool down those tires, and he just misses the apex again. So very challenging situation there for Jorge Luna, making 3 mistakes in the space of 4 corners. But this is what happens with this car. The tires just get too heated up, and then it's a little bit of a struggle. You just have to take it easy for a few corners, trying to cool down the tires. Let's go back to the battle for second place, see how they are lining up. Kev Allen actually has opened a few car lengths from Fred Bakker, with Diogo Silva and Jürgen Smets being separated still by half a second. The rest of the field is more or less stable, so the big battles are here. Look at this, Jürgen Smets again drifting through that corner as Diogo Silva now closes in. Nice aerial view of Jürgen's car. Another lap is complete for Kev Allen, and Fred has recovered some ground, but there's a bit of a drain here now at the end of lap 6, sorry. We are on lap 7. We are already in the second half of this race. And Fred again is closing in on Kev, so we'll keep an eye on this battle, as tire wear in the second half of the race now is absolutely crucial. This car does eat up a lot of... and Kev Allen almost losing it there. And this could be the opportunity for Fred Bakker. Fred is coming with more speed and on the outside. And Fred Bakker is up into second place. But look at this. Here comes Jürgen Smets and Diogo Silva. Now they are absolutely nose to tail, as Kev Allen seems to have heated up his tires. I think his tires may be a little bit cooked. But Fred Bakker, absolutely brilliant pass there for second place. They are 11 seconds behind race leader Mark Elder, who is the only driver in the field on the 145s. This quartet is on 146s. And now everyone just cutting a little bit of the corkscrew there. We have a very flexible race director in AMS2, especially on this track. But now this is a very enjoyable. Oh, Jürgen Smets is losing it, and here comes Diogo Silva now on the inside. Diogo Silva is up into fourth. Place. Jürgen Smets is down into fifth, and now they need to try a bit harder. They need to battle, and they do not have the tires to do so. So it's going to be fascinating to figure out what's going to happen in this race. Second, third, fourth, and fifth are keeping the crowds entertained here at Laguna Seca, race 1 of round 9 of this summer 2022 season. Could be the crowning round for Mark Elder. Let's see Mike Stevens, his main opponent in the championship, is not racing today. Darren Head, another close opponent, is not racing either. So some drivers are taking the advantage to battle for a podium. Drivers like Fred Bakker, Kev Allen, Diogo Silva, and Diogo Silva loses it. Will now Jürgen Smets attack him? He's certainly thinking about it. Let's see. Let's go back to Jürgen Smets on the onboard. Here comes Jürgen Smets on the corkscrew. Diogo Silva is going defensive. Lap 8 is about to be completed. Jürgen Smets definitely is back into contention for a podium on board with Kev Allen. On board with Fred Bakker. And let's get a drone view of these four drivers. Oh, Kev Allen almost lost it there. He was off the track. But survives to fight another day. Something happened to Diogo Silva. Probably a mistake there in the last corner. Oh, and Kev Allen is off as well. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What was there contact between these two drivers? Oh, and Kev. Let's go back to the chase camera to figure out what on earth happened here. It seems to me that the contact happened after Kev was already spinning. And oh, and yes, Kev was going back into the racing line. He had a bit of an off, and that Diogo was already there. Net result is that Kev Allen is in the wall. Let's go and look at that. That's Rob Oldham as well. Spins in sympathy as he sees Kev Allen in the wall. Let's go back and check from Kev's chase camera. So he's a bit out of shape. He's going through the curve. Oh, and he's definitely, well, he's pointing to the left and losing speed. And Diogo is already there and ends up punting Kev into the wall. And this is here, Rob Oldham just spins in sympathy. They're having a cup of tea there. They both go back to the track and look at this, Simon Allen now up in 6th place. He could be 5th as Kev Allen is still getting up to speed. Kev Allen is still getting up to speed. Can he get up to speed? I think so is the answer, but Simon is trying one last attempt. Well, we've just gained an Allen to Allen battle here. We'll go back and check how the battle for second is. Look at this, Fred Bakker now has checked out from Jürgen Smets in 3rd, Diogo Silva in 4th. 5th is Kev Allen. And 6th is now Simon Allen with Rob Oldham in 7th. He is a few car lengths behind Simon. Nice battle here between the Allens. Mark Elder is on lap 9. He's got almost, well, actually 13 seconds gap over Fred Bakker. But look at that. We have a battle again here. Let's go track side. Because Jürgen Smets is under pressure from Diogo Silva. This is the drifting corner. And again, he takes that line. Look at Diogo Silva almost losing it there. Very close to smashing it there in that corner. Now tire wear is definitely a big problem for these car tire temperatures going up. One more lap to go. I think we may have still a couple of laps. We may have 12 laps here at Laguna Seca. Let's go through the field. Mark Elder has led since the beginning. Since the first lap, he's got 12.9 seconds over Fred Bakker. 3rd is Jürgen Smets, and 4th is Diogo Silva, still thinking about that podium. 5th is Kev Allen. 6th is Simon Allen, and look at these two. They are battling very hard indeed. So we'll stay here with this. Look at this, Simon Allen on the inside. Simon Allen leaves room for Kev. And now they go again side by side into turn 2. Very nice battle between these two drivers as Kev Allen tries desperately to hold on to that 5th spot. However, Simon has had a better exit now out of turn 3 and he's going to go on the outside. Kev Allen brakes later and defends the position, but Simon could make potentially a bit of a switcheroo. Look at this, Kev is all over the place. He's trying to defend for his life there. It's just for 5th place, but in Old Box Racing PC. Oh, Kev Allen now loses it. Almost off the track. He was partially off the track, but didn't lose any speed whatsoever. Nicely done there by Kev Allen. And Rob Alden has caught up with these two, so now we have a three-way battle for 5th place. We'll keep an eye on the battles ahead of them. But this is the closest battle here. Kev Allen, who was at one point in 2nd place, now sits 5th. After that incident in the last corner, can he avoid another incident on this lap? And now look at this, I'm not sure if it's his brakes or his tires or both, but they are a little bit gone, and Simon Allen surely now is going to try to go on the inside of turn 1. Kev will go defensive surely. Kev went to the inside and Simon is forced to go on the outside. Maybe he has a better exit from turn 1 and turn 2. Kev Allen trying to hold on to that 5th place, but Rob Oldham is also recovering. Rob Oldham may be, well, he was the fastest driver of this trio on the last lap, 146.336. Look at Kev and Simon as they battle 148. So they are losing time to Diogo Silva, who sits in 4th. And we'll probably have, well, we will have another lap surely, lap 12. And now Simon Allen is under pressure from Rob Oldham. Into the corkscrew, there you go, on lap 11. Kev Allen, ooh, is very aggressive there through the corkscrew. Mark Elder is on lap 12. Oh, look at this. Look at Simon Allen. Oh, look at this. Look at this move. Simon Allen. What a move. But Kev Allen is having none of it and he's going to break later for the last corner now. He's, oh, and contact between the two Allens. And now here comes Rob Oldham. We will definitely get the replay of this, but because it's not over, we almost have 3 wide into the start-finish line. And Simon Allen is definitely ahead, but where is Rob Oldham going to be at the end? Oh, they're 3 wide into turn 1. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Well, this one could actually go into the opening video. If we had an opening video. Well, it was a very good move indeed, and it is Rob Oldham that is now in a 5th spot. But they're coming to let Matt cover. Oh, but Matt has actually spun. But we'll get a replay of this absolutely manic, and we'll get manic sequence, and we'll get this from Rob's perspective, because Rob ended up overtaking both Allens, and what a move this was. Absolutely brilliant. We'll see first Simon's move. Well, it started not in this corner, but on the previous one. So let's go through this again. As at this point, Rob Oldham is in 7th place, Kev Allen is in 5th, and Simon Allen is in 6th. Look at this, Kev Allen misses the apex a little bit, and Simon just sees the opportunity and drifts there through that corner. Now Kev has to give him space, runs a little bit wide, and now tries to recover by braking later than Simon into the last corner. Simon does a switcheroo. They have a little bit of pushing and shoving, and this gives the opportunity to Rob Oldham. Now he's on the inside and coming with a lot more momentum into, well, this is not turn 1, I believe, but now Kev is a little bit stuck there because he's got 2 green cars and he cannot go. He tries to go in the middle, but surely Rob Oldham now, well, he gives space to Simon, gives space again to Simon. Simon a little bit out of shape at the exit. There is contact between the two, but now he's going on the outside and does, well, closes the deal brilliantly there, Rob Oldham. This was an absolute classic. They're coming to lap Matt Coward, but Matt actually spun, so they all managed to lap him quite quickly. As we are on the last lap of the race, are we? Let's check. I believe that's the last lap of the race. Yes, and Mark Elder is going to win this race. 14 seconds ahead. We'll keep an eye on battles behind it because there are a couple. Diogo Silva is not far behind Jürgen Smets either, but the victory is going to be for Mark Elder. Let's go back to the battle for second place as. Oh, look at this. Look at Diogo Silva. Diogo Silva is going to go on the inside now into the last corner. He's side by side with Jürgen Smets, and this was a good move as well by Diogo Silva. Can Jürgen Smets recover? No. And well, let's look at this again because it was another good move. But what happened to Jurgen? He was a few car lengths ahead of Diogo, and all of a sudden, well, Jurgen is thinking about Fred, maybe mounting an attack. And here comes Diogo Silva now. This is the last corner of the race, and he is side by side. And nicely done there, Diogo Silva to finish third. Fred Bakker, nicely done, finishing second. Look at this, it's almost side by side for the finish, but it's definitely Diogo Silva who is going to finish third. Rob Oldham, nicely done, he finishes in fifth place. Very good move. What happened to. Well, Kev Allen certainly lost a bit of momentum, but didn't lose any other positions. He finishes in seventh place, and we will follow Jorge Luna, that number 69. Into the last few corners of this race. He's the last driver on the lead lap. Matt Coward finishes in ninth. What an absolutely epic race. Not for the lead. We had a battle for the lead on the first lap, but quickly Mark Elder demonstrated his superiority once again. But the battle for second was absolutely brilliant, with Fred Bakker ultimately emerging second from Diogo Silva, from Jürgen Smets. And the battle behind between the Allens and Rob Oldham was also very, very good indeed, as Jorge Luna completes the race and almost spins in the last corner, completes the race in 8th place. And that's the end of our coverage of round 9, race 1. We shall see you very, very soon in race 2. Until then, it's bye bye.